What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So this video is extremely overdue. I've done a brow tutorial before, but that is when I first started YouTube. So now that I have a better setup, I can give you guys a better quality video. So this is my brow routine and what I do every single day. One thing I did not state in the video is that I do my eyebrows before foundation. So I have a clean face when I do my eyebrows. I really hope this helps some of you. Also, if you are just now joining my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media. Now that we got that out of the way, we can jump into the video. So I first like to go from the empty space in my brow and I just slowly wing it out. So here I am taking it straight across, starting at the midpoint of the brow and bringing it right to where I arch it. Then I let it go. From that arch, I place it down at an angle and pull it straight down to the point I just created. From here, I just fill in this empty spot with product. I like to fill this in so that way it's opaque. You can see around the edges it's fairly rough, but this way the outer portion of my tail that does not exist is now filled in and is there. Next, what I like to do, instead of dipping in for more product, I like to take what is left on my brush and I take it just where the front of my brow is and I do light baby strokes to connect it right here. Same thing with the top. I'll just pull it all the way forward, but just to the front. So that way this line exceeds this one, but just a smidge. Now I'm going to switch over to the flat brush, which is the number 20 from Anastasia, and I'm going to take the spoolie on this brush. I just happen to like the spoolie on this brush better than the other one. So I take the spoolie on the number 20 brush and I take the product that I just made very heavy right here and I drag it forward. Now taking this bottom line right here, I'm going to take that product and comb it straight up. Essentially, I am giving myself a unibrow to where it is blended here and fully opaque in the tail and then ombres to the front. Sometimes I overwork the product, so what I like to do is go back and fill in any places that I pulled too much product away from. Taking the flat brush and the Select Cover Up, I'm going to be cleaning up and carving out the underneath of my brow and then carving out the top of my brow. I'm going to be taking my finger and just patting out the product and pulling it down onto my lid. Extremely important to pull the concealer past where your tail ends and past where your brow ends in the front, because this is going to give a full-on crisp line. If I were to stop here, then you would have makeup residue here that wouldn't be cleaned up, which would then make it look a little messy. So just make sure you are starting with the concealer and keeping a straight line, following the curve of your eyebrow bone and finishing it off into the side. So that way it's clean here and it's clean here. So now that I've cleaned up the top of my brow, I'm going to clean up where it curves and I'm going to sharpen the tail. By doing so, I'm going to take the brush and pull down at an angle and exceed past the tail. Sometimes I'll dip in a little bit, but just take the brow brush that you were using originally and just go over the brow to sharpen it. When working on the outer portion of the tail, make sure you're always working at an angle with your brushes. As you can see, I need to clean up this center portion now. I've already cleaned up this side, so this brow is finished. And now I need to do the same with this brow. What I like to do is I will take a little bit of excess product from my flat brush. And I like to take it and I just do a straight line and I pull straight up in the center of my brow. Then taking my middle finger, I like to pat the product and slightly pull up with it. What this does is it pulls a little bit of the concealer into the front of my brow. Now that my concealer has cleaned up my brow, I'm going to take the spoolie and slowly rock it back and forth right in the front. So now that I have gotten rid of this unibrow that I had created, I'm going to take a little bit more concealer and do one line here and one just above on both sides, and this is really going to sharpen up the shape of the front of the brow. By doing this portion, you then are able to see that your eyebrows are as symmetrical as they are going to be, and then you just take the product and just pull it down, and the top portion of the product you just pull up.